So, good evening, everyone. I'm Kannupriya, and I would like to thank IC Flash 5 and Scala Workshop team for having me here today. I'm excited to share insights from my mentoring in the Scala system, lessons from Google Summer of Code. As Scala evolves, so must it. Over the past year, I have mentored and helped organize Scala Center's GSoC program, helping new contributors grow into confident open source developers, also using experience to get their first job in the industry. Drawing from real-world experiences, projects like Scala CLI and LLM4S, I share what works and what doesn't. When mentoring newcomers in a functional, strong ecosystem, by the end, I hope you take practical lessons to make your own project more welcoming, sustainable, and community. A little about me. I have been part of the world for over a decade, starting my journey in data engineering in India and later moving to London to build backend systems at scratch. My turning point came when curiosity led me into open source, mentoring for Google open source, and eventually co-founding LLM4S, a Scala first toolkit that connects AI with the Scala ecosystem. Today, I'm a global speaker and educator, creating hands-on courses to help developers grow. Over the years, I've worn many hats, from beginner to mentor, org admin to creator and builder, and every step of that journey has been powered by open. Scala has always attracted passionate engineers, but for newcomers, contributing to open can feel intimidating. The language strong type system, functional style, and improving tools make the learning curves. Yet Scala thrives on open collaboration, and its future depends on bringing in new contributors and maintainers. Over the past 2 years, as I served as board admin and mentor for Scala Center program, helping early career development, building confidence, and making lasting contributions, I realized what makes Scala so special. As it's a very, very close-knit community, it may be smaller than ecosystems like JavaScript, but that's its strength. Your work is noticed and valued. You get to learn by doing. And the best part, you can submit a PR and have it reviewed by the very people who helped shape the language itself. That's a rare and powerful community and opportunity that it brings. Mentorship is one of the most powerful ways to help people grow, and it gives newcomers real world guidance so they can learn faster and reach their potential sooner. In the Scala ecosystem, it's about sustaining the contributor pipeline. As the language evolves, we need new contributors to keep projects alive and thriving. Programs like GSoC are perfect for this. They give early career developers hands on experience with real Scala projects while connecting them with experienced mentors. But mentorship isn't one way, it's a two-way journey. As mentors, we develop empathy, leadership, and communication skills, and often rediscover our own excitement for the craft. Ultimately, mentorship helps us grow together and keeps the Scala community strong, inclusive, and future ready. Structuring is the key takeaway here. A well defined starting point helps contributors move confidently toward the ultimate goal without getting lost in ambiguity. The idea is to design your Scala project to be contributor friendly from day one. Clear documentation, simple setup, and logical project structure. Onboarding shouldn't feel like a maze. Choose the right first step, not the confusing one. Even small details like well written test suits or sample issues can act as powerful onboarding tools that turn new contributors into productive collaborators quickly. That's how the decision support will empower. Mentorship isn't just instructions, it's about making unfamiliar concepts approachable. In typed functional programming, the learning curve can be steep. The best way to help contributors grow is to let them explore and experiment rather than giving them all the answers. A contributor to contributor learning model, like pair programming, fosters collaboration and shared understanding, something I experienced firsthand at Sky in 2022. The key is balance, guide when needed, but allow autonomy. Too much control stifles growth, too little leaves them lost. The sweet spot helps build confident, independent contributors, focusing on growth over speed. Contributors from underrepresented backgrounds often face hidden hurdles, not just in access, but in confidence. Imposter syndrome is real. As mentors, we must create a space where asking questions is seen as strength, not a weakness. Inclusion doesn't happen by accident, it needs structure. Time zones, language gaps, and communication norms should be intentionally addressed through async updates, clear documentation, and supportive feedback. When everyone feels valued and supported, retention rises and diversity becomes one of the project's greatest strengths. Purpose fuels persistence. The goal is to move contributors from simply completing issues to understanding their purpose within the bigger picture. Give them strength and freedom so they can choose their own problems which they want to solve, design their own solutions, and also take ownership of outcomes. That autonomy builds pride and accountability. Focus on progress over perfection. Celebrate small wins that have visible impact. That's what keep the energy alive. When engagement is nurtured like this, a short-term internship like a summer program transforms into a long-term collaboration because we all know we don't need any permission to keep working on open source projects. The impact of mentorship goes beyond individuals. It shapes the entire ecosystem. Lot of case studies and stories of an individual GSoC intern and their transformation after the program, absolutely electric, comes keeps coming. Through initiatives like GSoC, we have seen new maintainers emerge, projects become more accessible, and the infrastructure strengthen with better tooling and documentation. Most importantly, GSoC creates a sustainable future, setting clear expectations, developing leadership, and ensuring the community continues to evolve with fresh talent and shared purpose. So, these four students are an example of a successful case study from this year. They all are from different countries. Elven from Switzerland, Shubham and Anshuman from India, Gopi from US. Gopi is from second year in his masters, doing it from one of the universities in Texas. He has imposter syndrome initially during the process. He progressed a lot from not knowing what a PR is to actually creating and solving issues on his own. And towards the end of program, he actually was able to secure a research assistantship opportunity with the leading research professor at the University of Houston. All the other students as well are continuously working on LLM4S project despite the GSoC term ending way back, and have all secured their next role after the summer internship program. I want to mention something that has been a big help, not just for the contributors who were able to secure their position in GSoC 2025 program, but all the other students who applied but were not able to get selected because we had limited positions. Rory and I created this program LLM4S DevR where we connect 9 a.m. London time every Sunday, and we help resolve issues of anyone who is working on LLM4S project. So this is one way which I highly recommend to maintainers. So it's a global session where anyone can join. So we use it to mentor GSoC students. But apart from those, anyone else who is experienced can also join. Those who were not selected but yet want to learn, they can work with us. And it doesn't take too much time out of us as maintainers of the project. We all can join this session and see the progress of the project while learning from it. So, this is a very interesting take. Mentorship, how it helps mentors. So, there are some things that helps mentors. So, it's like reinforcement learning, breaking complex issues into simpler chunks sharpens clarity of thought and improves problem solving. Communicating those ideas, especially around functional programming, strengthens articulation and technical storytelling. Every mentoring experience teaches something new. It helps rediscover and shine concepts we often take for granted. And finally, exposure to different contributors brings diverse and versatile approaches, broadening how we think, lead, and solve problems. So, Google also organize a global event once every year. This is from 2024 and this one is from 2025, where as mentors we get opportunity to meet other mentors who are maintaining projects, and we get to learn from them. Attending sessions like this helps us learn to make our organization better. Apart from that, it also helps us understand how underrepresented students, how people are managing different time zones, how there are people who get their first opportunities through a program like this but end up getting a real job at Google. So, this is a great way to actually meet fellow mentors. And now, ending this talk with a call to action. So, here is one of the chance um, to join in the Scala initiatives by scanning the QR code. Um, Start with some initial basic issues to know the agenda of the project. Then, if you want to mentor and review PRs, you can go forward from there. But yes, LLM4S being the first Scala first AI toolkit, it has created a lot of new opportunities for all of us. And yes, if there are any questions, And if you would like to connect with me, um, here's the QR code for that. And thank you for being a fantastic audience. And feel free to reach out and let's connect and work together to shape the future of Scala. And I apologize for some initial disruption um, with my talk. Yes, thank you.
behind schedule, so time for questions. Yeah, about if someone actually has a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there is one question actually.
Hello, thanks for the talk. Um,
Yes.
so I was wondering, um, do you think that the like w- would the technical side be like the greatest barrier to contributing to Scala open source project? Like, um, I kind of want to have a grasp of like some ordering of what is the hardest thing, and so uh, yeah, it's kind of a hard to phrase question. So I guess you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's all right. I understand what you're asking. So good thing is, uh, Scala open source, including this program, uh, everyone can participate in it. Like even if they are not technically good at Scala language. So we are collaborating as an organization with Rock the JVM, and Daniel from Rock the JVM creates very good Scala language courses. And anybody who's part of this program, we give them that entire course bundle for free. So that's some courses help for like learning Scala. But apart from that also, there is project specific learning that you get to do. For example, if you join LLM4S dev hours and you are probably new to both Scala and AI, so as you start, you don't have to jump into learning all the concepts, but we help assign some beginner issues and also provide links related to that. So you know you can build as you go with us. So week by week, there is a structured learning route, but that's learning by doing. So you will only be given links related to the issue that probably you pick, or for as a beginner, your first few issues are picked up by a mentor. But let's say you're not a beginner, you are someone who is already working in AI space or Scala space and have a couple of years experience. So you can probably, and maybe you want to move into leadership roles, or want to see if you can be a technical lead at work. Probably you can join a project like this and try to mentor someone and learn from other mentors as well, like how they are doing, how it's an art, to give specific knowledge, to give your time in a very specific way, yeah, to other people, so even they can grow, and you can also balance your day job with open source work.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kannupriya, for answering the question. So
Mhm.
first, before we close this, yeah, I mean, I think. Sorry. Thank you. If I didn't say thank you, but sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, first before closing today's, we still have 3 mugs. So if someone wants to get some, please do so. And we are obviously thinking of doing this workshop again next year, where we are welcoming obviously more submissions and hopefully more attendance. But even though if we're thinking about next year, we still have actually something planned. So tomorrow we have a joint session with IWACO, the International Workshop on Aliasing Capabilities and Ownership, where we're going to have a keynote from Martin in the morning and 2 talks about capabilities, right? So hopefully we are looking forward to see you guys tomorrow. And to close today's, we have a photographer who is here to take a group picture. Yes, so thank you everyone.
Thank you, everyone.